What?
Happy Friday!
Oh yeah, you're right. Happy Friday. Welcome to it. How are you?
I am fantastic.
I feel like I just saw you out in the,
I know, out on the set. Now we're
studio?
back here. Well, fancy seeing you again.
the bright lights of the newsroom. Welcome to WAFB Plus.
Yes.
Welcome to 9 News Now. Giving you kind of a look at the day, what is to come. And actually, there's a lot to come today. So
Yes.
much going on.
And that is kind of kicking off a day, a night, a weekend of events happening in everything, in all
Yeah.
realms, in weather, in news, and sports. So let's start with the weather.
Yeah, because that's kind of, a lot of folks already got some plans. We're going to just kind of step you through this real quick.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve had it all figured out for you. Gorgeous sunrises today. 55 degrees getting you
wow.
going right now. As you kind of step through hourly, you can kind of see, oh, look, it's good, it's great. Oh, yeah. So you get to the evening hours, and then overnight into Saturday, that's when it starts to get a little bit dicey. And there's some outdoor activities happening today and tomorrow that we're going to get into. But just so you know, great looking day.
That's it.
Bring the gear and the umbrella for a little bit later on tonight.
WAP weather app is free to have. You find out when rain is coming within like a 1 mile radius of your neighborhood.
Right.
Very handy to have. When we talk about weather affecting some events, we're going to talk about sports in a second. But you know what's happening this weekend?
Who's that? What's that?
The Louisiana Marathon.
Did it sneak up on you?
It did, because it's usually in January.
They moved the dates.
They did.
They sure did.
So you need to know that the Louisiana Marathon is happening this weekend, tomorrow, and Sunday, which means if you are not running it, but you have places to be in and around Baton Rouge, central Baton Rouge, downtown Baton Rouge,
you may.
roads are going to be closed.
Who should we talk to?
Oh, I think the traffic zone.
All right, Johnny is with us. Let me hit that one. I'm going to get the microphones.
Okay.
Johnny's with us right now to kind of give us a rundown of what's going on. Johnny, all right, so Marathon's back. Here we go again, some road closures.
Well, you know, it did sneak up on me too. I hadn't heard a thing about this marathon like we usually do. So obviously the crowds will be down. The route hasn't changed. We went online and checked out the route for tomorrow and for Sunday. The half and the full marathon on Sunday, and then they have a 1 mile fun run. They've got a 5K and a quarter marathon on Saturday. All I have up here right now is the half and the full. The half is half of the full. So here's the entire route. That's the marathon route. The half marathon, it's going to start right here and finish right there. And you'll see it's got the red with the black dots. That's the half marathon. The full marathon will be the same thing, but added to it this section here. So I've been told by runners that this is an awesome route. So they love Baton Rouge. They love running around the lakes. They love running around through the Breck Park and the Garden District in that area. So with that in mind, there are going to be police officers blocking traffic at key intersections along the route tomorrow. Everything gets started at 7 o'clock, on Sunday. Everything gets started at 7 o'clock Sunday morning. The other races on Saturday get started at 8. But most of the half and the full get started at 7 on Sunday. So Sunday in and out of churches may need to be careful, because some of these may be tricky to cross some of these streets. When now, as soon as the last racer passes, they'll start opening things up. But it will be downtown exits may be affected as well off of I-110 north and southbound. So again, Louisiana Marathon, half marathon, full marathon Sunday. Then they have the 1 mile, the 5K, and the quarter mile on Saturday. So if you're watching us from out of town, welcome back to Baton Rouge. We're sorry we postponed it a little bit, but usually in January, I think
did we lose Johnny? You still got him?
Yep.
I got you, Johnny. Thank you. And that's a good heads up, especially because this really did sneak up on us. So if you have to travel, we appreciate you letting the people know where they can and cannot go.
Johnny, hey, thank you, sir, brother. Appreciate you. All right, so a lot going on, right? A lot going on. And
that's just the beginning of everything.
Just the beginning. And we're going to get back into a little bit more happening in our part of the world. But up in D.C. today, the beginning, actually, they, 9 o'clock our time. So it's after 10 o'clock over there. They're already at it debating the stimulus bill.
This is a continuation of the Senate meeting last night. So they decided, this is kind of a tactic they use to stall here. 11 hours, they listened to 628 pages of, let me bump that down. computer's having a little party.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it does happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're saying the senators and representatives wanted to listen to 628 pages. They had the Senate clerks recite every single word of the 628-page plan for the American Relief Plan. That took the clerks 11 hours.
Right.
And so last night, the Senate voted. Kamala Harris, the vice president, was a tie-breaking vote to essentially continue those talks to debate this. So that's where those talks continue this morning. As for a vote, we don't know exactly when that'll happen, considering how long it took last night.
Yeah, they say they want to get it done. Democrats say they want to get it done before the week begins.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know what happens on March 14th. A lot of the benefits they do expire. So they say they want to get it done before then. We'll see what happens. If it ends up passing, it would then need to go back to the House for ratification there, for certification, to vote again for some of the amendments, and then it would go to the president's desk for a signature. So still a lot to get done, but again, a busy day up in D.C. as those talks really kind of get to going.
That's it.
Busy weekend for Louisiana. It's the first weekend in Phase 3.
Yeah, and that's a big deal because we've been in this modified Phase 2 and Phase 2 in general for quite some time now, and that's because we had seen all those surges. So when we talk about Louisiana entering a big weekend here, health leaders still want people to be vigilant. They want you to wear your mask. They want you to social distance. So even though our counterparts, our other states in Texas and Mississippi have lifted their statewide mask mandates, well, Texas goes into effect next Wednesday. It is still required here in Louisiana. So something really important to consider. If you plan on having family or friends visits from other states, let them know that that's still in effect here.
Thank you for wearing a mask. Exactly. Still very much a thing here. But you will probably start to see a few more people out and about this weekend in Louisiana and places. We talked about the bars being open up, the restaurants opening up more.
Right.
And if you're in a parish like East Baton Rouge that has that 5% below positivity rate for a couple weeks, you get to open up to a greater extent if you're a bar. So what will we see?
That's a big question.
Yeah, a lot still to be determined there.
We're
But again,
talking bars, restaurants.
Yeah, all of it.
We'll see.
All of
we'll
it.
see. They just want you to stay vigilant while
big
you're,
weekend.
slowly making your way out.
Yeah, just it's really is a simple thing to do. Just put on the masks while you can, while you're out there. It is just so simple. This is going to be big.
We were talking about this morning at 10 a.m. LSU officials are hosting a meeting to talk about how the university has handled sexual assault and violence cases and accusations. And of course, this is following a big USA Today investigation last year about some of those claims and speaking with victims and how they're handling this now. So 10 a.m. is what we're looking out for. The report, we understand, will be released publicly after that meeting.
This was back late last year, right? LSU hired this independent law firm to come in and look at itself, look at us, these claims, these allegations. What are there? They stepped aside, and this firm came in. It just so happens that as this is released today, just yesterday, the big USA Today article talking about some of the allegations against former LSU head football coach Les Miles, that came out. LSU right now in the headlines for a lot of wrong reasons. Grabbing a lot of attention. We'll see if there's anything more from USA Today, and we'll certainly see what comes out today. We will, obviously, WAFB is going to have you covered. We're going to have folks there, so we're going to get you the very latest on air. But certainly, as it happens, WAFB.com and the 9 News app. This is going to be big. This is not just us, the country watching a lot of this.
That's it, and the eyes have been on LSU for quite some time now. So again, as Matt said, you want to make sure you have our app because our crews will have those updates for you tonight on our later shows.
Vaccination efforts as we get back towards kind of some COVID, because that's just it's been a headline maker for it. It really is. Some vaccination efforts today. Tomorrow in our part of the world, and some big vaccination efforts.
Yeah, the first of its kind, a mass vaccination event happening tomorrow. We've been talking about this all week. So 100 black men of Metro Baton Rouge, Blue Cross Blue Shield, you've got Baton Rouge General, all stationed up at the Gloryland Baptist Church tomorrow morning through, I think, 4 p.m. Remember, you cannot show up. You need an appointment. You need a call. You need to go online. We have a story for you to set all that up. They're just trying to get people vaccinated while they have that supply here. Yeah, and it's where it is on purpose. They're making sure they're getting to underserved communities, traditionally underserved communities, not just with vaccinations, but with everything, with healthcare in general, with the ability to go and buy groceries, and just underserved communities. Right. It's an easy place to target, and so they're making sure they're getting in there. And so if they're able to, 1,000 shots, like you said, got to make the appointment. Hopefully that does really make an impact. But again, tomorrow.
Looks like it's going to be good weather, as we just showed.
I
Everybody
think
kinda
so.
getting on out there and being a part of that.
That's it.
All that's going on, like you said, tomorrow. Something else going on tomorrow as we step into the sports
All
world.
the things in the sports world.
Uh-oh, hold on. I'm going to get to it. Wait for it.
You're just so excited. He's so excited. The computer's excited. Everybody's freaking out here.
I'm all thumbs. As you take a look, it is game day for the Southern Jags. Finally, a home game for the blue and gold.
In the spring. I know we've been talking about this since last football season in the fall, but this is a really big deal because when the Southern fan base gets together for a home game, they show out. And obviously this year we're adapting, we're modifying. The number of people that they're allowing in is limited, but this is a really big deal when we get to celebrate how far we've come and these kids getting to play.
There's nothing like the Bluff on a game day. I maintain to this day. Now, obviously, it's going to be different with COVID. It's not going to be the packed stadium. The tailgating is not going to be like that. But I maintain to this day, the most stuffed I have ever been. It was one of those. Like
I love this story.
It was like the first year I'd been here, right? And I got sent up to the Bluff to go cover a homecoming game, and it was homecoming. And I couldn't walk 5 steps without being invited. They didn't know me. They had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
I was just there covering the game, had the Channel 9 stuff on, and it was just, come eat, come eat, come eat. I was lucky I made it. Like,
they made sure you ate.
I was, oh gosh, I'm not kidding. It was probably like 5 or 6 pounds
That's
that game
awesome.
in a day. I left out of
awesome.
there. It was really the most fun. And so to have that back on the Bluff, one game only. That's the thing. It's like one night only, one game only. I wish there could be more, but we understand how crazy this season is.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward.
Yes.
The human jukebox is going to be out there.
I know, and it's going to be different. They're going to sit in the visitor section.
Right.
The band members are going to wear masks when they're out playing. So big changes, but at least they can perform.
At least they can
We
perform.
know how big of a deal it is when they perform. So if you plan on watching this,
Yeah,
because
it's gonna be so good.
Callie Hubbard was live there this morning saying those tickets sold out within 15 minutes because of the limited capacity. So if you do plan on watching and tailgating, make sure it's with your pod, the people you see day to day, every day, so you're not sharing those germs or whatnot. Just to be safe while celebrating the first and last home game.
All right, so I was looking for women's basketball, and it's around, but
big deal.
But I could just sit here and scroll forever. But yeah, big deal.
When we talk about SEC tournament, how did they do yesterday?
They won. Beat Mississippi State, obviously the team that they had lost to after their horrible third quarter. So beat Mississippi State yesterday. Their reward for that at 10 o'clock this morning, so coming up in about 30 minutes, their reward for that, the number 1 team in the SEC, the number 2 ranked team overall, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Liz, they have lost 1 game all season.
Enlighten me with this.
But you know who it is?
Yeah, Texas.
They lost to LSU.
Yeah.
Texas A&M lost their 1 loss. Texas A&M, their only loss to LSU.
So will we see
in
them
overtime?
again?
I don't know. Here's the thing. Obviously, Texas A&M playing differently.
Yeah.
LSU's playing a little bit differently. This is the SEC tournament. That is the number 2 team in the country, A&M, right now. So, hey, crazier things have happened. Why not? LSU just won. Exercised a little Mississippi State demon. So we'll see. We'll see. But again, 10 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
They get them going early there at the tournament. What a test for the Tigers.
You said it.
It's huge.
What a week for them, too.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. We'll see how they can, hopefully, man, what a win that would be if they were able to.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh, that would be national headlines everywhere.
Yeah.
But they're not, that's the only thing going on.
No, so tonight we've got both LSU softball and baseball, but baseball had to move up earlier.
Yeah, they had their game was scheduled for tonight, you're right. Oral Roberts coming into town for a 3-game set. They have now moved if you don't know, moved their game to 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah.
Softball, 12th ranked LSU, taking on 7th ranked Texas.
Yeah.
As of right now, I'll check the Twitters again.
Yeah.
As of right now, that game is still scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight.
Right.
But that may be a problem.
We showed you Steve's hour-by-hour forecast today, and it's starting to look a little dicey starting around 6 o'clock. And remember, weather can always change, plans could always change, so make sure you have the WAFB app.
There it is.
Has it
So
changed?
there it is, yes. And here's the thing. LSU softball just put this out within the last half an hour.
Okay.
And so it was going to be a 7 o'clock start
Okay.
on ESPN2, right? And so that's why there was some hesitation to change it. If you're trying to change a game that's on
talking about
SEC Network
network,
Plus, okay, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
Move the game wherever you want. That's LSU baseball and Oral Roberts. LSU and Texas softball, that's ESPN2.
Yeah.
That's a bigger issue to move. That's like 20 phone calls. They have moved it. They've moved it up 1 hour. It is now 6 o'clock, still airing on ESPN2. Trying to get that game in. 50% chance at 7 o'clock, right? So if they start at 6, maybe they're able to get it in.
Right.
Because here's the thing. They can't just roll this thing over into tomorrow.
No.
Because, well, sometimes that's what happens, but they've already got a scheduled doubleheader for tomorrow. No game on Sunday. So
They're gonna
good
try
move
to get
there.
that in.
Trying to
Yeah.
move it up and
The
see if they get it in.
good thing is what I took away from Steve's report this morning is that the weather that we're getting, the rain, is not supposed to be severe. So
Right.
in the chance that
Right.
they are able to play through the rain, they'll get that out of the way and can move on to the doubleheader.
You
So-
can play through a little bit of that as long as
Yeah.
it's lightning. Lightning is always the
Exactly.
issue.
Yeah.
Within 10 miles, you got to shut it down for like half an hour, and it was lightning's always the issue. But like Steve said, didn't look like it was going to be crazy. LSU gymnastics.
Yes,
Tonight,
7:15.
right?
They're supposed to be here. It's senior night, which is a really big deal.
They're in Missouri.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're coming here, and I tell you what, it's been interesting to watch their season, and you're proud of them no matter what, but the last 3 meets have not been in LSU's favor, so
Yeah.
hopefully they'll show up tonight, do a stand-up job, and really just kill it. We're wishing the best for them tonight.
It has been. It has been.
Yeah. It's the last meet
struggle.
before the SEC championship.
Yeah, exactly
is that
right.
right?
Exactly right.
Okay.
And so, I mean, if you watch the Kentucky meet, you're just like, oh, they just weren't
Yeah.
firing. So yeah, Missouri is the last one before the SEC tournament or SEC championships. So it'd be nice to see them kind of get back on the stick.
Yes,
Get
indeed.
back on the stick, so to speak. So yeah, that's a busy weekend. That's a
Yeah.
busy weekend.
All the things.
All the things.
Felt like we talked about a month worth of things going on
That's
here.
what it did. It felt like a lot.
Yeah.
It's been like you said, it's been a long month this week.
Whew.
It's one of those.
It is one of those. But I tell you, Steve, sunrise
Yeah.
makes it all worth it.
All right, so WAFB Plus. Huh?
Yes, it is.
Apparently, we're still doing this.
We're plussing it up. We're
Mm-hmm.
YouTubing. We're Apple TVing, Rokuing, firing the TVs on the Amazon.
Were you fired?
All the Amazons.
Oh my gosh! Don't tell the
Yes.
Amazon. So yeah, welcome to Amazon Fire, the Roku, the Apple TV. You're watching obviously 9 News Now, trying to come at you every day at 9:15 in the morning, stepping you through a little bit of what's going on. Again, still kind of learning to figure out what y'all want and what we can do. But
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. It's just kind of riffing a little bit, going off of kind of what's going on. It's
Like
kinda-
a
it's kinda
condensed
fun.
version of 9 News This Morning.
Very condensed.
But now.
But
Now.
I wonder if that's why they call it 9 News Now.
Oh my
Whoever came up with that name is a genius.
Oh.
It wasn't me.
It was not me neither.
It might be our general manager. I don't know.
Could be.
Genius.
But it works. It works.
Genius.
Yes.
Is he up there right now? Is he up there right now? He might be listening. You never know. We'll hear about it later.
Yes, we will.
All right, so there you go. Actually coming up eventually on Fridays, 3 p.m.
Yes.
So,
So Kylie's been working real hard on just making sure you can see what's cool to do around here. And I know it's limited with COVID, but that's why she's going out there for you, showing you what's safe, what's cool, what's fun, what is new here in the capital city. And I tell you, she can sell a mean restaurant.
yeah, absolutely. I've seen the stories.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Fridays, 3 o'clock, WAFB Plus, all the places that you can find it. So hopefully it's just you make this kind of part of the repertoire, so to speak.
Fancy.
I don't know if I said
like
it right.
That.
I hurt myself actually.
Wow, careful now.
That's all right.
You
It's
sold
okay.
it though. He sold
That's
it.
all right.
Yeah.
So welcome to it, WAFB Plus. That's as always, we're going to update you. Everything going on, WAFB.com
Yep.
and the 9 News app. The next time we'll see you out in the big studio would be at noon today, obviously.
Yes, indeed. Join Scotty Hunter
Yep.
and I believe Jared.
Jared's working it?
I believe
well,
he
there you go.
is.
All the
Come
pros.
join in on the fun.
All the pros.
Yeah.
All right, until then, everybody, be safe out there. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the weekend. We will see you again
Yes.
Monday morning.
Monday.
All right,
Take
bye.
care.